I think that that opportunity piece is a lot that's missing from the conversation, because yes, you could have the right, and we could say that you have the right to see your parent, and I think even though that right doesn't always get exercised, most of us feel like we have the right to see our parent, but I feel like that opportunity piece is key, because a lot of us are missing the opportunity to be able to see our parents for various reasons, whether it be distance, financial constraints, strained relationships between your caregiver and your parent. So for me, it's just the idea of how can we increase the opportunities that children have to have access for their parent. I mean, I know my personal experience, when my dad was incarcerated, he was incarcerated 3 separate times. The first 2 times were in state prison. And so even though him and my mom didn't have a great relationship, she didn't take us to see him. My grandmother could come down, she could pick us up, she could take us to see him. It was relatively close. Once my dad went to federal prison, I didn't see him again for 20 years because he was 8 hours away. He was 10 hours away. So yes, I knew I had the right to see my dad, but I didn't feel like I had the opportunity to see my dad. And even though a lot of times my grandma would go see him, I shouldn't say a lot of times, because her visits significantly decreased once he got that far away, just because the time and the money that it took.